The first one that I want to talk about is a mother that was sentenced to prison because she injected feces into his son and his fucking cancer treatment. What the fuck is that?
Some people just shouldn't be parents.
That's insane.
That's messed up. And only getting 7 years in prison is, in my opinion, not enough.
Yeah. Hey everybody, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. It's Mason and Francie here with episode 12. I remember the episode
You're actually
number.
counting this time. Cool.
Yeah, because I remember the episode number and I could do it this time. How about that?
After how many episodes?
I don't know. Well, don't get used to this because I'm probably not going to do it every time unless
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
100% sure it's the episode number.
Well, you can check right before we start recording, you know?
Well, remember episode 11 was kind of important because we left quite a bit of time before we did it. So that's why I remember the last episode is 11. Like, it's embedded in my mind.
Okay, understood. Yeah.
How are you feeling? Are you cold?
I'm very cold. Today's very cold outside and for some reason inside too.
Yeah, well, the heater is not turned on. Thank God it doesn't sound.
Well, not right now because like 2 hours ago it was full on. I was almost sweating.
Whoa.
Yeah, I hate the heater in our apartment.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah,
It's too fucking
since we
much.
can't control it, it's all over the place.
Yeah, and how do you feel that since school is over?
I actually feel stressed.
Wow.
Relieved and stressed.
That should not be the reaction.
Because I start next week. I start on the 6th again. And I know the 2 classes I'm going to take are very difficult for me. And one of them, it's about management. And I'm afraid. I already started reading.
No, but
Like 2 weeks before.
You'll be okay.
Hopefully.
I believe in you.
Thank you. You believe in myself more than I do.
I mean, you should believe in yourself.
You said it, so I should. I don't always do, but you know, shit happens. I still have to go and do it.
You've passed all your classes, and a lot of difficult classes you thought you were never gonna pass.
Yeah, but those classes, at least 2 of them were barely passed.
It
I
doesn't matter.
literally had the grade just high enough to pass the class. I was
enough.
shitting my pants.
That's enough
Enough of what?
to pass the class. I mean, that's all
Fair
you
enough,
need.
yeah. Yeah, but, you know, my GPA is now... It's not as high as it was, like, a year ago. So that's depressing.
I mean, as long as you get your degree, I mean, I think that's the goal at the end of the day.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm not giving it my all. But one of the classes, it was pure shit. The professor was horrible.
Yeah, there's a lot of horrible professors in that school. I don't know why.
Not
I've gotten
necessarily.
a couple too that are pretty bad.
Yeah, but not necessarily the professors. Sometimes it's just the way the class is
Structured?
Yeah, because if you look up, one of my classes, the professor was new giving that class. And all of the work that she gave was the same as 2 years ago. And she was new giving the class.
So she was just giving recycled material
Yeah.
from another teacher?
Yes. I could find the same exact work from 2 years ago online.
Wow.
Just to get like an idea of what I had to do.
Plagiarism. Sue her.
No. No, I was just lost and trying to find my way. I did not copy and paste.
Plagiarism, dude.
This.
You just
No.
gave yourself up, like, right there.
No.
What the fuck, dude?
What? Delete it. I don't want it anymore.
No, you could be sued for this shit. You gotta be careful.
I'm not plagiarizing.
I know, I'm just fucking with you.
Besides, they have a fucking tool in the university site
Yeah.
that it literally says how much of a percentage you plagiarize. So I did not plagiarize. Fuck you for saying that. Fuck you.
So let's segue to one of the 2 news that I wanted to talk about, which are pretty insane, if you ask me.
They are.
The first one that I want to talk about is a mother that was sentenced to prison because she injected feces into his son and his fucking cancer treatment. What the fuck is that?
Some people just shouldn't be parents.
That's insane.
That's messed up. And only getting 7 years in prison is, in my opinion, not enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna plug this. This news is from CNN, the website. I'm gonna put it in the description on the YouTube channel.
For anybody who wants to read the news.
It's a woman from Indiana. But I don't know. It's just fucking insane. Her excuse was that she wanted to move the kid from where he was. So she wanted to get him to be worse, and then move to another unit to be like
treated better.
Yeah, for better service. But how the fuck are you gonna put feces on your son's IV? What the fuck?
Some people just don't think.
Like, you could have killed your own kid doing that.
She
crazy
almost
shit.
did it.
I mean, look at the pictures. She looks like she's batshit insane.
Did she kill him or
no? I don't. I mean, if she,
I don't think they caught him.
Yeah,
they caught her.
They caught her. It doesn't say if the boy. I mean, I think the boy is okay.
Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, I can read through it real quick if you want, but
yeah, but just some people, I don't know what goes in their brain or what they think about, because I couldn't do that to my son. No. I can't just say, oh, it's better for you to get worse just so you can get treated better. I don't care about that. I just want him to be safe, to be healthy, and I would do anything, but I wouldn't do something like this.
But look at her face. I mean,
what's up?
She looks insane. Like, look at that face. She has a face like she's batshit crazy.
It just looks like she has no remorse. That's what it looks like.
Like, she looks like she's insane. I mean, no bullshit. I mean, I wish you guys could see the picture.
I won't say that, but she looks like she has no remorse for what she did.
Yeah, but it's crazy to me to, like, how do you get to the conclusion that you could help your son by putting shit in his fucking IV?
Well,
like, how do you go from point A to point B and then execute your idea? Like, at one point you process it that it's a good idea. What the fuck is wrong with you?
It will surprise you how many cases of these type of things there are.
Well, I mean, I saw this one and it was kind of insane just to read the headline. Like,
it is.
A mother sentenced to 7 years in prison for injecting feces to her son's IV during cancer treatment. Because that's another thing. He was being treated for fucking cancer, leukemia.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Like, your son he has cancer. Like, what the fuck are you, like...
How can somebody do that?
Yeah, I mean, it's mind-boggling to me. It's like, what the heck are you thinking, woman? Like, I
people just don't think,
that you wanna help your son. I get,
quote unquote, because that's like, not helping anybody.
Like, but it's not the way to go about it. Like, why would you do that? It's my question. What the fuck?
There's no way of telling. There's no way of knowing what goes through those people's brains. But it just, something happens. Something clicks with them. I really don't know.
Yeah, I wish they would, like, say more on how she was caught, or if the son actually noticed what the fuck was happening, or how the heck did they get this. Like, did it stink, or did the kid saw it, or what? Did she
you
tell
mean
anybody?
What happened? Oh no, the news says the hospital suspected foul play because they made all the tests. They gave him all the tests and nothing showed up, so they thought somebody was actually injecting it. So they suspected it, but they didn't know who was doing it. So they were actually.
Is this the same? I didn't.
Yeah, it's the same. It's almost at the end.
That's why I didn't finish it all.
They were surveying checking the cameras, making sure who was in and out of the room, the patient's room, and they actually saw her injecting it.
Wow.
And her defense was, at first, her defense was that the medication they were giving him was actually burning him. So she was injecting saline.
I don't know what the fuck is that.
Yeah, it's just water.
Oh, with salt?
Yeah. She was injecting that because it was burning and she wanted to flush it out, practically. Oh, that was her defense at first.
Was she a nurse or something?
No. I don't think so. They did, at least the news didn't say so, but that was her defense until they caught her.
To get to get to a point where you could like fuck with your son's IV, you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
She
Like, you
didn't
don't even
because
touch that.
she almost killed him. She could have killed him.
I mean, like, if you're in the hospital with somebody, it doesn't matter who it is, like, you don't touch anybody's IV. Like, you don't go about, like sticking needles into it, like, pushing some... Dude, that's going to your bloodstream.
Yeah, but
what the fuck?
that's the thing. She wasn't thinking, or whatever she was thinking. It just... I don't know.
Maybe she
what
was on
clicked.
drugs? Does she strike you as a...
No,
Maybe.
we're not gonna go there because we don't know. We can't just say things we think of people. But the only thing we can say, she was a worried mother, and for some reason, for some fucked up, messed up reason, she decided the best option was to almost kill her son.
Yeah, put shit in my son's IV. Fuck it.
Yeah, she put his life in even more danger.
God.
But some people just think like that. There is a show, I think, on Hulu that maybe she suffers from what happened. I'm trying to look it up.
I remember the show you were talking about.
Do you remember
the woman,
the name?
No, not the name, but I remember what you told me. It was the mom who said to the girl and shaved her head, saying that she had cancer, right?
Yeah, technically. So, let me see if I can find the name of the show, because in the end, it was the mother who suffered from a condition in which she felt better treating her daughter for diseases she didn't practically have.
Wow.
And since she was a nurse, she was able to trick doctors. That's how she was able to trick the doctors into doing so many unnecessary procedures.
Wow.
And at a point, she was able to trick a dentist to take her teeth out of her mouth just because she was deceased and they were rotting or something. I'm trying to look for the name. I really don't remember. It's on Hulu, right now. It's on Hulu, but...
And that's the one...
that's one of the adaptations because they have a few movies.
Yeah, that's the one that is based on a true story, right?
Yes, it is a true story, and the daughter ended up killing her mother.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry, but it is a true story. It's been out for years. The mother, with the help of her boyfriend, killed her mother, and now she's in jail.
Okay.
The girl is serving a few years or life in prison. I don't know, but she says she's better. She prefers being in prison than being with her mother.
That's insane. I mean, when you have a mom like that that's fucking treating you for cancer that you don't have, that's...
Oh, no. The mother was treating her for all type of diseases, not just cancer. It's like every time she came up with a new disease the child had. It was horrible. If I find it later on the show, I'm going to mention the name of the show.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean...
I've been 5 minutes here.
We weren't prepared to talk. I mean, I didn't even remember the show.
No, we're recording on the spot. Things we're saying are on the spot. This is not scripted, so... Yeah,
I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. We'll find it later. That's fine.
Hopefully. If anything, I'll put it in the description on the YouTube video.
If I find it.
I'll find it by that time.
Don't make any promises, woman.
I promise it. I know I'll find it. I'll have a few hours.
I will find it. Shut up. Oh, good.
They're going to copyright us.
Yeah. That's from Superman.
Don't help them.
When the bad guy says, I will find them. Screaming his lungs out. I don't know why I find that scene so funny.
I don't know, but that's old as fuck.
I like that movie, though. A lot of people didn't.
It is a good movie. But we didn't see any more. We didn't see any Superman 2.
I mean, I think it's in the making.
For how many years now?
DC with the movie stuff, they're a mess. They suck.
Except if they are animated movies. I love the animated movies. Oh, yeah, but
that's different. And you gotta understand, it's DC with the shows and Marvel with the movies. That's it.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
It can't be both ways.
Yeah, Marvel only has the movies.
No, they had a lot of series that they canceled. Jessica Jones.
Oh, I forgot.
All that shit.
No, but I was thinking about the animated stuff. But yeah, they have a shit ton of animated movies.
No, the DC animated movies are fucking great.
Oh no, they're much better.
Yeah.
And the series too, I like them.
The series, yeah, are good, but the
The
movies,
movies.
like The Killing Joke, I haven't seen that one, but I saw Flashpoint, which is very,
I
very
made
good.
you watch that.
Yeah, I gotta see The Killing Joke.
No, you have to see almost all of the animated movies, but in order,
Yeah,
because there's quite a few, and they're all amazing.
yeah, I gotta see them.
Yes, I already saw them. Ooh, I won.
So let's segue to the second news that I've seen. It was the driver. He drove for, was it? Let me see. He was a guy who was killed in a dentist by
Oh.
two robbers, and he was a
Like
driver for DoorDash, I believe it was.
Yeah,
They killed him in the parking lot. I don't know why.
he was in the way. They were probably like running away, and he was there.
It was 2 a.m.
Got scared.
The 26th after Christmas. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like-
this world is messed up. People are screwed.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about this shit anymore because this is so fuck. I don't even watch the news, and I'm putting out like all this negativity, which I
Yeah.
fucking hate.
Well, thank God you don't see the news, because I watch the news from Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
Specifically from Monday to Friday. Sometimes since 6 a.m. until 9. Sometimes just 8
Oh
to
shit!
9.
Look at what came up over here. Breaking
What?
news: Texas officials give an update about church shooting. Watch CNN. Let's put this shit real quick.
A
See
church
what's up.
shooting?
Oh my
Do people
God.
have no
I
respect
think this
anymore?
I think this shit is happening live as we speak right now.
Okay, so today is
Yeah, this is live. Look,
Sunday, December 29th, 1:26 p.m.
it says 2 victims and suspect taken to hospital in church shooting.
And that's in White Settlement, Texas. This is just beyond crazy.
This just came up like right now as we were just looking at the.
Okay, complete honesty. Like, how many shootings?
Yeah, let's just get out of here because I
Are-
don't even know if you guys can hear this shit. So,
Hopefully not.
no.
But seriously, how many shootings are we going to have before the year ends? Like, we're what, a day away?
I don't know.
2
man.
days away before New,
I think
New
people have.
Year's?
I think people have too many guns, like unnecessary. Why would you want so many guns outside?
Because people like
I mean,
guns.
it's not that. I think it has to do more with the
Power?
Second Amendment thing that the people think that the government, if they want to overthrow the government, they're armed. That's all it's about.
No, not everybody.
Well, the gun
The gun enthusiasts?
Yeah, that's what they believe.
Yeah, they always say like the Second Amendment. But they don't think, okay,
I mean, you gotta
Oh.
understand where they're coming from too.
I understand where
But
they're coming from, but this is totally my personal opinion. I do believe there should be extremely stricter laws, and there's no need for having any assault rifles or anything like that outside
Yeah.
the military. There's no need for a person that lives with his family in a farm having an assault rifle. It makes no sense. I do think there should be better, restrictions,
Yeah.
and even a limit to how many guns a person can own.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. But the problem is, how do you implement it? I think that's the controversial part about it. It's not whether you do it or not. It's how you do it. It's how you, because everybody say like try to make a list of everybody owning guns and whatever, and they start to saying like that's a violation of privacy. Why would you make a list of everybody who owns a gun or whatever? I don't know, some shit like that.
Okay, but isn't there like, okay, that was a weird growl from me. Sorry.
You want some water?
No, I'm good. Isn't there like a system that has everybody?
I think there should be.
Or how does it work? Like, you go show your license, does it show a green light and you buy a gun and nobody
Well,
has?
I know it's easy to get a gun in a lot of places. I don't own a gun. Anybody that knows the process, I mean, we're very ignorant about this. We shouldn't probably even be talking about it without doing any research.
No, we can talk at least about the fundamental that there needs to be stricter laws, because we know it's way too loose and people can buy way too many,
So
way too much ammo and guns.
anybody
whatever.
that knows about it, that can comment.
Please let us know, because
Yeah, we will research it a little bit more.
yeah, but we don't know the specifics of what happens when you buy a gun? Like, do they
How do you
not
go
have
about
you
it?
in the system?
Well,
Do
I
they
know-
have you?
I know they do a background check and
But
shit
that's
like
it,
that,
right?
but that's all I know.
Okay,
pretty
so
much.
if anybody can help us, you are welcome to help us because we're in the dark here.
Yeah, but I agree what you're saying. Like, we should have like stricter.
Gun laws.
Yeah, that doesn't allow people to carry like big rifles and shit like that with multiple rounds, like 25 or like that you can fire like
Like if there
in
was
25 seconds.
exactly, and if there was a system, the system should let you know like how much ammo a person bought.
I think they do have that. I don't know.
Okay, if they do, then that's great. If they don't, they should. Because why does a person need so much ammo?
I don't know.
The same reason, why does a person need multiple guns?
I don't know. I think what I'm more concerned about is not that. It's more the people. Like, there are a lot of disturbed people in America. There's like 300 million people here.
Mental health?
And there's a lot of crazy... Dude, you go out here in New York City, you see a lot of crazy motherfuckers outside.
It is scary
Like, it's
sometimes,
to me,
especially at night.
To me, coming from Puerto Rico, which is my country, I mean, it's technically the same country, but it's a different island.
Yeah.
It's so crazy because you go out and you don't see that many crazy people outside. I mean, you don't feel like that pressure.
Hostility?
Yeah, when you go outside here and you see somebody like a homeless person that is kind of insane, you feel like you feel scared for your life. Like you think that person could hurt you and do something bad to you. Like over there in Puerto Rico, you don't see that much. It's
no.
very, very, very different. Like, they can say about anything about whatever third world countries or whatever, but I guarantee you, at least where I come from, it's not the same feeling. It's not. You don't feel like that when you get in the subway and over here, and you see a crazy man like fucking breaking some shit or just fucking screaming his lungs out. Like, I've seen this shit like 25 times already. Like, you got a crazy man just sitting down there, just screaming, saying fucking crazy shit. And then you say, like, what the fuck? Is this guy gonna kill anybody? Does he has a knife? Does he have a knife? Does he have a gun or whatever? Like,
you never know.
It's kind of like stressing, and that should not be how you. That's not the way.
Your day-to-day life.
Yeah, That's not how you're supposed to feel in a country like this one. And it's all because of all the mass shootings and all the killings that we have here. And because people are fucking crazy.
It's becoming a free-for-all.
Yeah.
So,
my point is, like, you shouldn't feel like that in this country.
No. And specifically, in New York, there's so many people, not just tourists, but locals, and everybody uses the subway.
Yeah.
And feeling like you're not safe in the mode of transportation you always have to take, it's horrible.
Yeah, especially at night. When you go to a subway station at night, when it's underground, dude, you're in for a fucking crazy shit. You're gonna see some crazy stuff.
Yeah, you try to not even go there. If anything, you try the bus.
And even that.
Yeah.
Even that's crazy. When I was picking up Liam that night on Sunday, I think we talked about it in the podcast.
Yes.
One lady that was fucking screaming her lungs out, like, I don't know what language was it. But it was kind of in the bus, and it was me and her. That's it. And it was an old lady like screaming. What the fuck? Like, what's wrong with you? Like,
you never know. Some people are just disturbed, and mental illness is not taken that seriously sometimes here.
No, I don't know if even people like go to get help or even know where to go to get help.
Some people do. Some don't even try because there is a stigma.
It's not that. Maybe they're not even capable of getting help. Like, they're so far gone that they don't even know they are crazy.
Okay, but
or ill mentally. Crazy is not the correct term.
Exactly. But the thing is, when you actually can look for help, there's so many reasons why people don't. There's money issues. There's a limit to where you can go. Yeah, and a lot of people also don't have healthcare, so they can't actually look for help. And when they do, some people shame them for doing it.
Yeah.
So it's messed up all around.
Yeah, but that's why I think, like, a lot of people also want to have guns because they don't feel safe. That could be another like way of looking at it completely.
I understand it.
Because I'll be honest, I would love to have a handgun. Because then if somebody comes to kill me, I can kill them first.
Oh, I understand. Like, I completely understand, like, having a gun, going... where do you go to practice? What is it called?
Gun range.
Oh, the gun range. Oh, such an easy word. Sorry. Going there, practicing, and being able to protect yourself and your family. I completely understand it. I'm all for it. I'm just saying certain things need to change. And
like assault rifles?
Yes, like assault rifles. And the amount of guns a person can buy. Because that's also a thing. Like, I understand if you need, like, the for hunting, what do you call them?
The bows?
No,
the rifles.
Not bows. Guns like for hunting.
The rifles.
Hunters. Okay, so rifles and a handgun are completely different. So I understand if you need one and one, because hunters are hunters, and sometimes that's their livelihood.
Mm-hmm.
But having more than an X amount of guns is not necessary.
Yeah, at some point, what's overkill with a gun? You know
yes.
what I'm saying? That line needs to be defined. Like
yes, like I'm completely all for everybody having guns to protect themselves. I'm all for it, but I do believe in restricting certain things.
Yeah,
that's the best way I can put it.
Yeah, I mean, you're 100% right. I mean, there has to be some sort of control to stop what the fuck is happening. And then again, we were talking about, this all came up because of the shooting of Dennis and now this Texas news or shooting. I feel kind of bad because, I mean, this just, like, apparently just happened and I don't even know
what's going
on. And I don't want to leave, like, the podcast like this. I wish we could see or know what happened, you know? So I'm gonna see if I can listen to this real quick and see what the fuck is happening.
Yeah, that's another news.
Yeah, this is different. So we're gonna have to look for it.
If anything, guys, whatever we find, we're going to put it in the description of the YouTube video. If it happens that we cannot finish this news, because I think we won't.
Yeah, I think this probably just happened because I just refreshed CNN.
And it's already not there?
Yeah, there's no written article about it.
Yeah, they're probably waiting for updates because that's what's going to happen. There was a shooting at a church, so, you know, it's going to be covered for a while, and there's going to be a few news items. So
hopefully nothing major happened, I mean.
Yeah, but if anything, just remember, look at the description down below in the YouTube video, and you will find whatever we find there.
Yeah.
Or look on your own. You know, you guys are powerful.
Yeah, that too. So I think this is good for now. I don't want to keep talking about this.
No more negative news for now.
Yeah, I don't like to keep the negativity going. I think we could talk about something positive.
Yay, okay. So if we change to something positive, I think we should change. Although, now thinking about it, it may not be the best. We can talk about The Witcher, but now that I'm thinking about it, we never finished Mindhunter, and we said we were going to finish and talk about it. So
shit, yes.
For next time, we'll try to finish Mindhunter and come here and talk about it.
Yeah,
because it is an amazing show, but we got sucked in. What other show did we start watching?
The problem is we have too many shit we want to watch, from anime to fucking
movies.
Not movies, shows more than anything.
Yeah, but we have a list of movies.
True.
Since we met. Mm-hmm. About movies that I haven't watched and those you haven't watched and those we want to watch.
Yeah, that's a funny story. When we were working...
oh, yeah, when we were friends. We weren't even together.
Yeah, we talked about movies we haven't seen. And, like, I don't know, did you make the list?
I made the list.
And you started writing down movies, and we weren't even together. And then that transitioned to us. And I think we've scratched maybe 3 or 4 movies from the list.
We've probably scratched more, but we haven't looked at the list.
Yeah, Back to the Future.
Well, I was going to say the 3 of them, but we're missing the third one. You haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
But I know you loved it, and I'm happy.
Yeah, for the record, I saw Back to the Future this year, 2019. I'm ashamed.
So, backstory, my husband has seen very little old movies, like 70s, 80s, 90s movies. I love them. but you haven't seen that many of the quote unquote classics.
Yeah.
And I'm doing my best to make him see them because some of them are slow movies and he hates that. Some of them are weird, strange movies that are difficult to finish. And like making Gremlins. I love Gremlins.
It's not a bad movie.
It insults me that you don't like it and you didn't finish it. You didn't finish it.
Because I got bored. I can't sit still. You know how I am.
So he can't see disque slow movies. And so I need to do my best to make him sit through them. But he loved Breakfast Club. It was a good movie. Although you said the almost ending was weird.
It's a bizarre scene that they have. It's like, what the
movie
fuck?
And you loved it.
It goes from happy and funny and all that shit from dark. Crazy like super dark crying like what the this is not even part to me. It wasn't even part of the movie.
It's teenagers. It's like, just
what the fuck? Yeah,
sharing their feelings.
Yeah, but that shit was crazy.
Good. It was an amazing performance.
It was good, but everybody started crying. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like,
and then dancing and smoking. And then weird. I made you watch.
Talk about the scene so they know which one I'm talking about.
Okay, so the scene is
when they're upstairs when they're sitting in a circle.
They're in the library, sitting in a circle, and they actually start sharing the reasons they're there and. Practically each
like bonding as a group.
Yes, and each character's backstory, and they start calling each other names. And at first they're laughing, and then they start screaming and crying, and it is an emotional scene. Oh shit! Sorry, guys.
Yeah. That's the intercom for the
delivery or weirdos or.
Yeah, you want to hit it to see if it's the package that we're expecting? Because we're expecting a package. Supposedly we got new phones. We upgraded our phones and we ordered the cases. Apparently they were supposed to arrive yesterday, but they never came. Right?
They never came. I do love it when people that don't live here or people that don't know us actually mark that in their homes just so we can open the door
I think
for
they just
them.
Randomly just go boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, to see who opens the door. And it's so crazy because I remember last week, you remember somebody buzzed. And when I put pressed the button to listen, there was a woman screaming. Yeah, I got scared. Yeah.
Oh, God.
You were there. She was screaming as soon as I hit the listen button. No shit. I don't know you. Fuck you. I'm outie.
So, yeah, every time I'm here this from today and yesterday, we're expecting to see if we can see... if this the fucking package arrives, so we gotta go down and check if we have it. If we don't, too bad, we gotta call fucking Amazon.
Yeah, and we have to go up and down 3 flights of stairs just to find out that we don't have anything.
Yeah, fuck it.
So going back to the movies, it was a good movie, Breakfast Club. It was good. It was a childhood movie of mine. I always loved it. And I had the DVD. I don't know where it is right now. And I made him watch Back to the Future. Those were amazing. He loved it from beginning to end. And I'm still trying to see when we can see the third movie. What other old movie have we watched? Have we watched any 80s movies, I mean?
I don't remember.
Oh, one of my favorite Christmas movies, as stupid as it may sound, it's Jingle All the Way.
Oh yeah, the one
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, and I saw it last night, and you weren't interested at all.
Because I remember the movie, and it was fun when I was a kid.
Come on, it's a cute, cool movie.
I don't know.
I tried making him watch it. He didn't, so I watched it alone. But I love it. Yeah, with your mom. She was into it. She was laughing her ass off at how stupid some scenes were. It was amazing.
They were laughing, and I just looked at it. What the fuck is this? What am I watching?
Sometimes it's good to be nostalgic and see old movies.
Yeah.
I need to recheck the list, which I still have. It's like a 3-4-year-old list, and it's still here.
You love lists. She loves a good list.
Shut up. Don't tell them that.
Newsflash, she loves a fucking list.
I love
Check her
being
notes
organized.
on the phone. Check her notes on the phone.
No, nobody checks my phone. Well, my notes. It has so many weird lists. Literally, it had like 6 different lists before I got a new phone and found out I have no list. So I have to try to remember the things that I wrote, and my mind is the worst. I have a fucking shit brain. And I can't completely remember what I wrote, so I need to sit down and think, or just do something, or nothing. Who knows?
This is super random, but I was just thinking, like, this episode has been quite kind of a mess.
Oh, all over the place, yeah.
Because this highlights how the true essence of the podcast is, like, let's just talk about these 2 things, and let's just wing it. Like, just keep going and talk about whatever the fuck we want. And I think this just highlighted how this is really how
this is how it's going to be all the time.
Yeah.
It's just, if we read from a script, it's not going to be the same, and the feelings are not going to be there.
Yeah.
So this is it. Hope you guys like it. Oh, wait, I'm not ending, just in case. I just hope you guys like it.
You sounded like you were going to... I thought you were leaving. I said, what the fuck? Where are you going, woman?
I stopped myself. Come on. Okay. Trying to backtrack and go back. The Witcher.
Yeah. We need to talk about that.
A series that had 8 episodes on Netflix. Each episode is about or over an hour long. It has, 8 books?
Yeah,
and
I think like 8 books,
how
3
many
video games.
Okay. And all video games are in PC?
Well, two of them are PC, and one of them is PlayStation 4. I think Xbox and PC.
You think Xbox, you're not sure. Well, you don't play Xbox,
yeah,
so
fuck Xbox.
How would you know? Hey, some people might like Xbox. Shut up.
I don't give a fuck about that.
Oh my god. So let's start with the series. Is a little bit confusing for somebody like me.
Before we continue, disclaimers. We're gonna talk about spoilers about the series. So if you haven't watched it, well, we can't discuss it if we don't talk about shit that happened. So I'm just giving a disclaimer. If we talk about it, we're going to try not to, but if you don't want to risk it, go watch the series and come back and listen to what we got to say.
Yeah, you just want to watch the series. It's amazing. You have to watch it. But, okay, before the spoilers, just to let you guys know, it is confusing. The first 5 episodes, it's 8, so almost half of the series is confusing, in which how do I say this without spoiling? For people that haven't played the video games, for people that haven't read the books, it will be confusing because of past and present.
Yeah, you gotta watch the timeline. That's it.
Exactly. So it will go back and forth, and just remember the characters, remember what is happening, and then it will make sense a little further along.
Yeah, as you go along, you're gonna start understanding what's in the past and what's in the future. That's pretty much
so that's
how we can sum it up.
The most I can say about non-spoilers after this, at your own risk.
Yeah. So what did you like about the series? Because you haven't played any games. You came fresh into it.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know anything.
As a fresh...
set of eyes.
Wait, what? What the fuck did you say?
A fresh set of eyes.
Oh, a fresh set...
What the fuck did you hear?
I didn't even understand. A fresh set of eyes. I didn't understand what the fuck you said.
A fresh set
of eyes.
Of ice.
Okay. That was a bit too much, woman.
No, it wasn't. Not for you.
Okay, so as a fresh set of eyes, what did you what did you like the most about the series, and what confused you the most? Like, I know the timeline was confusing, but
that was the most confusing. In all honesty, seeing the trailer helped me, because it let me know, like, okay, there's magic, there's creatures, there's something different. Mm-hmm. So I needed to understand that there's going to be a few things that I may not completely know the names of. And the series was amazing. And it was so entertaining. But since I got confused with the timeline and the beginning, I am going to watch it again. Definitely. I have to watch it again so I can see the first 3 episodes, which were the ones where I was the most confused.
Mm-hmm.
And remember when was the present and when was the past. So honestly, I love that they were so free. Like they weren't trying to censor the show. They weren't, it was R practically. It was rated R.
Yeah.
For me. I don't know if the real rating is, but the actors were amazing. And the only thing I have to say is that very few scenes, like 2 or 3 throughout the whole show, they were way too dark. And I couldn't see very well. But that could also be because I'm
you're
blind.
talking about the lighting in the episode.
The lighting,
it was
yes.
very dark. Okay.
In a lot of episodes. Like the night scenes, some of them, they were way too dark. But at the same time, it could be because I wear glasses. I'm kind of blind, so it makes it more difficult for me. But the show was very good. The dialogue, it wasn't all over the place. Because, there are shows that it's always talking and talking and talking. And here, yes, they are talking, but there's so much action. There's so much going on that with the little that they actually talk, it makes sense.
And the main character doesn't talk a lot. Geralt is a man of few words.
Geralt of Rivia.
Mm-hmm.
He barely talks, but he's...
Yeah, he's a man of few words. Like, I think Henry Cavill did a very good... He performed very good as the character. Me, coming from the...
you know the games.
Yeah, coming from the games, it was fascinating to see, but I got confused with the character Jaskiel.
Why?
Because he, in the English translation, his name is Dandelion, not Jaskiel, and they are staying true to the books. And since I haven't read the books, Jaskiel was Dandelion to me, but I said, like, why the fuck it's Dandelion called Jaskiel?
And that you look
and then I looked it up online and found out that it's the same character, but in the American translation or the English translation, they put Dandelion instead of Jaskiel.
Did you see any other major changes, like another person's name?
Well, no, mostly... I understand the actor, for example, King Foltest, was very different from what I saw. I don't know how he's described in the books.
That's the thing.
But in the games, he's bald-headed and slim.
Okay.
He's very different. Look, I'm going to look up a picture so you can see.
Okay.
For you guys who... I'm sorry for the
sounds.
Yeah.
But as you said, like, they're making the series, but it's mostly based on the books or... completely based on the books?
It's mostly based on the books.
Okay,
like
it's mostly based on the books. But also the video games are based on the books.
Yeah.
It's just a few changes here and there. And so, obviously, you do have much more knowledge than I do. Mm-hmm. You understand the world, the characters.
Yeah. I came in knowing a lot about the world.
Yeah, so it wasn't difficult for you. Because what I saw in the game is that they do it a lot, too. Yeah. Going from past and present. Yeah. And I think that means it happens a lot in the books.
Probably.
I'm going to kind of hate it.
So if you guys want to see what I'm seeing, just Google King Foltest Games. It's spelled Foltest. Foltest. And you're going to see who I'm talking about. He's very different from the character from the show. And that's one of the biggest things that I took. Also, Triss Merigold, which is super different from the games. I don't know. Then again, I don't know how she's described in the books, but I didn't like Triss the way she looked, not the character. And
mostly because you're biased to the games.
Yeah, and I also a little bit the
Ciri?
What?
You said you didn't like Ciri because in the series she looks much older than in the books.
Yeah.
And in the games.
In the games, Ciri is much younger, but like you said before, and I understand why child actors are very hard to,
Yeah, so to do everything that she was asked to do for the series.
No, I don't think it's that. Maybe the logistics of having a kid is more difficult than having an adult.
Yeah, could be. And the thing is, they could do like they do with other series. She grows with it, and then you look back and you say, oh wow, she does look like a little girl.
Yeah. Also in Game of Thrones, a lot of the like Arya and all that, those guys, the kid crew in Game of Thrones, they were way younger. Like Rob. I think he was like 14.
Yeah,
when
14,
he was,
15, around that age.
And in the show, he's a man. Like I understand. It's that happens.
It's also, you know, it's actors. They try to look for somebody that would best fit the part and how good they act.
Yeah.
How they look. It also has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, but I think the most disliked character for me maybe was Triss, because she is kind of a badass, and then over here, I mean, she's a good person. She's a good character. She's not a bad witch. But she's more like fiery. Like, she's more like, I don't know. That's how I remember her in the games.
Well,
and
you seem her like kind of weaker?
Not weaker, like calmer, like not that witty. Like, she doesn't like... But then again, it's a younger Triss than when I saw in the game. So maybe that's why she's like that. But anyway, her look, she had brown hair. And Triss is super. Her red is super. Her head. Her red. Oh my god.
Hair.
Her
hair in the games
is super red. What the fuck? So she has very very red hair, like super red.
Yeah.
And in the fucking thing, she had brown hair, and that shit.
Yeah,
annoyed me.
I know it annoyed you because of the very specific things, but if we're being realistic, although. Hey, the Witcher has white hair. Maybe she can have red hot hair.
I don't know.
But if you put somebody in that time, they're not necessarily going to have the reddest of hair. You know what I mean?
She's a witch. There's magic. Like, come on. That
okay,
shit,
yeah.
It's not an excuse.
Yeah, Jennifer has pink eyes?
Exactly. No, purple eyes.
Purple. They look kind of pinkish.
But no, they're purple.
Sure, if you say so. I know. But in the end, you actually have to look for the description in the book and not the games.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, I will read the books.
Yeah.
I want to read the books. I want the 8 books.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to talk about one of the things that confused me was Yennefer's timeline. It was kind of all over the place to me.
Yeah, that was very crazy. It was the first 2-3 episodes were mostly on her.
Yeah.
And it was crazy.
Oh, and also I want to talk about, I don't even want to see the Fringilla character.
What?
The character Fringilla Vigo.
Oh, okay.
She's not black in the games. She's white.
Come on, but again, we need to see the description in the books.
Yeah.
And again,
I don't want. I'm not racist. Or
no.
To me, it's like, whoa, Fringilla is white.
You just want the. I understand because you just want the descriptions that you know to be very specific and the person to look exactly like that.
Yeah.
It's like when I read the Percy Jackson books, and they said they were going to make the movies. I was so happy because at least the main character looked like him, but almost everybody else is not what we pictured. It's not.
Yeah, not everybody could be happy.
Yeah. And that's what's happening right now with you. You want them to be so specific to each and every detail.
Because I know the characters. I mean, I have a relationship with the characters already in my mind, you know.
I understand.
Because I've interacted with them as Geralt through the games. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and Geralt looks amazing in the games and in the series. It looks very, very alike.
Yeah.
I want to see how the description.
But you know why is that the case, right?
No. Oh, right.
Because I told you before, like, this is why I love the series more than anything. Because a friend of mine, Manny, who's been, I think is an episode first guest, he also is a fan of the show and the games. He actually was the one who he introduced me to the games.
Oh, cool.
So he told me and sent me these interviews about Henry Cavill. He's a gamer. He's a PC gamer. So he read all the books and played all the games. And that to me is amazing.
Amazing.
And
I think it's more amazing because he's a PC gamer and not just a PlayStation or Xbox gamer.
They asked him, do you play PlayStation or Xbox? And they say PC. And I was so
You
fucking
loved
proud.
it. You almost screamed.
I was so fucking proud because that's a real gamer. When you have a PC gamer, it's when you know shit is real. Like the console gamers, it's not that they're not.
Yeah,
But
you
it's
need
not-
to clear that.
No, but it's not the same. It's not the same because when you ask the console gamer, do you have a PC? A PC, they're gonna say no, that shit is expensive, or I don't know how to build one, or this and that. And when you have that transition from console to PlayStation, it's when you get
From
to.
console to PlayStation?
I mean, from console to PC. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's when you actually like get to that level, and you actually see clearly 60 FPS. Like, and that's when you see, okay, this is different. This is a whole new fucking world. It's not the same. Consoles are not 60 FPS, like clean like the computers.
Yes.
It's not the same. It's a whole complete new game, new perspective. Anyway, I don't want to get too carried
Too
away.
technical there.
Yeah, and so that's why I loved the series that much, because then he called his agent to ask for the part. Like, he was nagging his agent like all the time to get the part of Geralt, and he plays it so well.
He got it. It's perfect, actually.
That is, to me, that is the perfect portrayal of Geralt of Rivia.
I think one of the things I love about the series, it's all the memes it has gotten.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck was that?
I'm just trying
It's
to be
either
Geralt.
the or
Fuck.
That's it.
And that's Geralt right there.
In a nutshell.
You can see that he really knows the character.
Yes.
And that's what I love about Henry Cavill's portrayal of Geralt of Rivia.
And even with 8 episodes, you can see how each character has grown in
Yeah.
only one season.
Yeah. Because I think
Well,
since...
most of them.
Well, Yennefer grew a lot.
Yeah, they show her before transformation, before magic, and Geralt, you see him from Dicke not caring to little by little caring.
But
Just he doesn't want to show it.
yeah, but there's a myth in the world that they say that the Witchers can't feel any emotions, which is completely false.
It is a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they just want to say that the Witchers are not human.
Yeah, they want to hate them.
Yeah, they want to hate them so bad, but you can't hate them after you meet them. Like, as you see in the series, like, people may call him whatever, and he shows them wrong in such a way that people want to help him sometimes.
Yeah, he's he's also a very good detective because of his senses.
Enhance,
Yeah.
senses.
And he's the medieval Batman.
What the fuck? You hate Batman.
Yeah,
what
but-
type of comparison is this?
Because Batman is he's the best detective.
Quote unquote.
Uh-huh.
Because he ain't a detective.
He sucks anyway, but fuck him. No, I don't hate the character itself. I just hate
just
the
hate Batman.
fanboys. No, I just don't like the fanboys who don't have any logic and think that Batman could beat Superman when he could fucking laser beam his brain from fucking the space. Like, get the fuck out of here. Superman's super broken, OP.
Superman is way too nice.
I don't care. He can fucking kill him in a second.
So
Just without even being close to him.
Henry Cavill is both Superman and The Witcher.
Yeah. So that's my logic when it comes to fucking Batman and Superman. It's
Oh my God, I
such
can't.
bullshit.
Yeah, but you barely talk about it because they're not even your favorite characters.
No.
What was it, Flash or... No, Green Lantern.
Mm-hmm.
Ha! I remember.
Hal Jordan is my favorite.
Green Lantern.
Mhm.
How many Green Lanterns are there?
5.
I thought you were going to say you don't know. Okay.
No,
You shut me
there's Guy Gardner, Kyle Rayner, Hal Jordan, John Jones. No,
You can do it.
the sergeant one. I forgot the other one. I forgot the other 2. Fuck.
It's okay. You got 3 out of 5.
Yeah,
That's more than I would have said.
yeah. But my favorite is Hal Jordan because then he becomes a bad guy.
That's why you
Becomes
like
Sinestro.
him? That's why you like him?
Yeah. I mean, not Sinestro, the other guy.
The other
fuck
guy.
him.
Yeah, I don't know that many names like you do. But I believe you.
Yeah.
Oh, we really need to finish the DC Universe series. We're way behind there.
Dude, we have too many series to finish. I'm getting overwhelmed. My head is
Yeah.
starting to hurt.
Well, at least we finished Witcher. Now we need to...
Oh, come on, The Witcher is a
Man.
priority to me.
Yeah, because the guy saw it in what, a day? And then they were talking about all the spoilers, and
Yeah,
then
that's
you didn't
another
want to
thing.
listen to
That's
them.
another thing,
That's
guys.
why you rushed it.
I'm talking to Manny, Starling, Boye. You motherfuckers. You always want to be talking about spoilers. And I can't stand spoilers.
Oh my god.
Because then you ruin shit for me and they say, why does it ruin it for you or whatever? Dude, it's not the same. Like, if you know the main character dies at the end,
Oh my god.
then what the fuck? You don't want to see the movie because you know he dies. Like, it's not the same emotion because I know already happened. And they say, no, it's the same or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck you. It's not the same for me.
Oh, damn.
Fuck that. It's not, dude, it's not the same if you know what's going to happen.
For some people.
For you it's the same? So if you know...
No, it's not that it's
let's
the
say
same. The emotion hits.
Wait, like hypothetically, if you know that at the end,
I'm gonna
Jon
hit you.
Snow is gonna... Well, spoiler alert for the guys who haven't seen Game of Thrones,
If
which
you
is like
haven't
3
seen Game
people
of
in the
Thrones,
world.
at this point, you're not gonna see it.
Yeah. So if you think that Jon Snow is gonna kill Daenerys at the end, and you know it from day one, are you gonna have the same emotion when it happens?
It mostly depends on the scene. In all honesty,
I'm gonna cut this fucking
no.
podcast. Right here.
In all honesty, I've been told spoilers, and although I know it happens, the bad thing is I'm already waiting for it.
Exactly.
Example,
it's not the same.
I know, but the emotion is still there.
Of
the
course
greatest
it's there.
example is when I started watching Grey's Anatomy.
Okay, let's talk about
What?
this. If they told you the outcome of the Red Wedding, are you gonna have the same reaction of fuck? What the fuck is this? It's not the same because you already know it's gonna happen. It's not. You're not gonna enjoy it. You're not gonna have that awe factor, like like
A
that.
little.
It's not gonna happen.
A little, yes.
It's not.
Because they might tell you what's going to happen, like, oh, they kill this person, this person, this person, but you don't know how
I
it's going to
disagree.
be played out.
I disagree.
We can disagree. Agree to disagree.
I'm gonna cut this podcast and
No,
kill
you're
after
not,
this.
or I'm gonna kill you.
Oh,
We
God.
can disagree on some stuff.
Yeah,
I disagree on this because,
it's not the same.
as
woman.
I was going to say, when I watched Grey's Anatomy, I knew the producers or somebody kicked one of the actors of the show, and he was a main character.
He died.
They killed him off. Yeah. But I knew he left the show. I didn't know how. So when they killed him, it was like, oh, this is when he leaves.
But that's what I'm talking about. You don't know what happened. You only know one part. But if they say, no, they're going to kill him and they're going to stab him, because that's the way they talk. They talk about everything.
no, that's another thing.
Like, they could say,
they
like...
go into every small
exactly.
detail.
It's not...
Okay, no.
it's-
Yeah, that's ruining
like,
it for
you
you.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, okay.
That's another thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if they tell you, okay, Jon Snow is going to kill Daenerys at the end, or no, this is better. Like, in the Red Wedding, they kill all the Starks. Okay, they kill all the Starks.
Okay.
But no, they say, no, they stab Talisa in the fucking belly.
Oh, no, that's too
And then
much.
they killed Robb, and they say the Lannisters send their regards and all that shit. You're not going to have the same
Yeah,
emotion because
no,
you know
they
every
went
fucking thing.
They go overboard. Sorry, guys. You guys messed up.
Suck.
I'm
So
not going to
that's
say
why-
that. I don't know them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you have spoilers, it's not the same experience. It will never be the same. It's not.
Oh,
Period.
Yeah. Oh,
I
shit.
win. That's it. We can end the show right here. Fuck it. I'm the winner. Victory.
Oh, my God.
Pull up my hand. Do it.
What?
I'm the victory. No,
Fist
no.
bump.
No. Put
Oh.
my hand up in the air.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're weird.
I'm the winner of
I'm
this.
I married you and you're weird.
Thank you.
I love
I
you.
appreciate that. I really do. I don't want to be normal like this, motherfuckers.
Oh, my God. Oh, well, we are extending it.
Yeah. But I think we're rambling right now.
Yeah. I think this is a good place.
Yeah. Ending with me as a winner. Victory.
Oh, my God, no.
Finisher.
Stop.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's it for now.
Yes.
Do you want to say anything else?
Goodbye, guys.
Okay. Take it easy, guys. I'm sorry to cut it like this, but
No, it's just we're in the end.
yeah,
We
we're not
are
talking about anything.
Yeah, we're rambling at this point.
Yeah. So take it easy, guys. Have a good one.